Good afternoon and welcome to the Spartan Newsroom Update for February 28th. I'm Johnny Supan.
And I'm Jared Mosley. Stay tuned for the latest updates happening at MSU and all around the country.
Students returned to Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School for the first time since a school shooting 2 weeks ago. Volunteers and police officers worked together to put up welcome signs inside the school. There was a 95% attendance rate and many students wore t-shirts with MSD Strong. Superintendent Robert Runcie said there were 150 counselors, therapy dogs, and other support animals for the students, as well as around 300 law enforcement officers throughout the school.
National sporting goods chain Dick's Sporting Goods announced Wednesday that they would stop selling assault-style rifles in their stores nationwide. The chain had already stopped selling the guns at their Dick's Sporting Goods locations, but following the school shooting in Parkland, Florida at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School, Dick's will no longer sell the rifles at their Field and Stream locations. The company will also stop selling the rifles to customers under the age of 21.
And now we go to Remy Monahan right outside the Spartan Newsroom. Remy?
Hundreds of protesters met on the steps of the Michigan State Capitol in Lansing earlier this morning. The Michigan chapter of Moms Demand Action and Gun Sense of America met with lawmakers in the wake of recent school shootings. Organizer Emily Durbin said that she's hoping for lawmakers to pass red flag legislation that would allow for families and law enforcement officials to protest in court if somebody is showing signs of harming themselves or others, that they would have restricted access to their guns. I'm Remy Monahan. Back to you guys in the newsroom.
Thanks, Remy. Some find relief in medical marijuana, but would you give it to your pet? It is currently illegal for vets to discuss pot as an option for animals, but in a bill recently proposed by Assembly member Ash Kalra of San Jose, California, vets would be allowed to talk about marijuana treatments for issues such as pain, anxiety, inflammation, and seizures. Kalra says that owners are experimenting on their own, but the main goal is to allow vets to recommend cannabis for their animal patients.
The search for a missing kayaker continues this morning as the Capital Area Dive Team takes to the Grand River in hopes of finding a 24-year-old man from Bath, Michigan. The man fell into the river due to his kayak capsizing, and authorities have yet to find any sign of his location. Officials believe that high water levels and strong current could have carried the man far downstream. Divers face the challenge of poor water visibility during their search. Updates are yet to come.
Katy Perry held a surprise concert for the Montecito mudslide survivors last Sunday. The pop singer held a fundraising concert for the survivors and first responders of California's deadly mudslide that happened this January. The concert, named 1805 Kickback Bash, raised nearly $2 million for the community. Performers who have ties to the Montecito area, such as Kenny Loggins and Ellen DeGeneres, entertained the crowd as well.
Students from Maplewood High School have been busy all morning playing a new board game called Success. Instead of buying properties and becoming a millionaire, success is defined by the player. The idea is to complete everything on your bucket list while also being realistic about concepts like student debt. Brent Dean, the academy coach of Maplewood High School, said that the key is for students to learn early about managing money while still being able to enjoy themselves.
Thank you for tuning in. That's all for today. Once again, I'm Johnny Supan.
And I'm Jared Mosley. Be sure to tune in later. Until then, those going on break, make good choices.